A complete waste of time. This is the dumbest fucking show. It's just pointless. It really is pointless. You watch it expecting something, and then nothing happens. Everyone gets what they want. Do you realize that, right? Like our main character, Jocelyn, she completely changes in like the last episode. She gets that full realization that everyone else is God and that she's being manipulated. And it's like, where'd this all come from? Why are we getting this? And especially with like, the hairbrush at the end. If you've seen it or if you're about to see it, like don't see it if you're about to see it. If you have seen it, you know that whole character just changes out of the blue. She had the realization like, I don't have to do any of this. Like it's like, oh, I'm the one with the power. It's like it wasn't even a realization. She was like, she realized that she was being manipulated, and then she's like, okay, done. And it's like, that's it. She's like, this show would not happen. Literally, nothing would happen if The Weeknd just wasn't cringe. That's it. The only reason all this is happening is because he feels like he has to manipulate her. Because she accepts him at the end. It's like, hey, you're this person. I'm going to ruin your life so that you have no choice but to be with me. But it's like, if he wasn't all this weird, like, they could have been good together because she still likes him. Right? He's good with music. Like, she wants all this. Either that or she's still being like manipulated by him, but I don't think that's it.
The Idol is one season drama show originally planned for 6 episodes, but it's only 5 episodes upon release. Spoiler alert, I am way more entertained by the older casting in the show than any of these new casts. Like, it wasn't really hitting the point of the character. Most of these characters, they kind of just very two-dimensional.
Even like the assistant, like she was being built up to actually like, and nothing happens from it. She just leaves, which is good for her. Get away from those toxic people.
There's no development in those producers either.
Yeah,
There's no character development. First, second episodes are somewhat interesting. Especially first episode. We got a lot of interesting dialogues from the producers. We're getting introduced to these characters. So everything's fresh, everything's new. From third episode, it starts to like really sliding down. Because it's so unpredictable.
Nah, it's just bad. They have an essence of a story, but within 5 episodes, they were definitely not able to do anything. So I was telling you about like how we had like Jenny McCartney from iCarly, her relationship with the industry and her mother. You have Britney Spears' conservatorship and how everyone was like rooting for her, but also like shaming her, and then like how she was like super under control of her father.
Over-sexualization.
Yeah, and then we also had like the Elvis movie, and we see him being taken advantage of by his manager and the industry around him. And it's like, you had so many stories that you could have got good inspiration from, especially with like pop stars. But they decided just to make like softcore porn.
Modeled after like sex sells. Every episode they keep emphasizing it. It's just rub it in your face, and they do show a lot. I'm just gonna talk about all the titles of the episodes. The first episode was Pop Tarts and Rat Tails. It's the introduction to the industry, I guess. Second episode, Double Fantasy, with Jocelyn performing. I kind of like that episode because it really shows the blood and tear that goes behind these music videos. And her chess piece was so pretty. Third episode, Daybreak. They're just trauma bonding. And fourth episode, Star Belongs to the World, where we see all the talents in the show start to like show off their talents. Episode 5, guess what? There's no name to it. Due to my research, it just say it's episode 5. They forced somewhat happy ending. Happy ending, I would use that term loosely because quite honestly, any ending would be an okay ending because there's no actual directions at the end of the day. It's a show that you can avoid altogether.